I'm just going to go for it within this thought, because there's thoughts that could be lost, and who knows, in the future, 5 years from now, with accuracy, maybe we could pick up on thoughts that we lost, just a little fun side dish. But this thought that I have right now is like, before the Aries new moon and at the close of and the conclusion of Pisces season, this is like a little circuit window to see how it's like a particular in-between phase of like what did on an unconscious level, how we're processing how we came out of winter and how we're barely gonna feel the new next 6 months to a year astrologically. So within the next 12 months, we're gonna feel it. It's like the next 6 months is under the next 6 weeks is under the 6 months and the 12 months. So this next 6 weeks after the new moon, that's concluding the in-between phase of when Pisces season concluded. Because when Pisces season concluded, that was the conclusion of the whole astrological year. So within this little in-between circuit window phase, on an unconscious level, if we don't have casual, proper association with someone casually telling us this shit, mentally, and you collaborating however the fuck you're going to collaborate with, upon hearing the vital insights and information, original insights, mind you, original use of the insights, within that, it's like the unconscious needs to have a particular type of blossoming, not just saying the word blossoming in a singular way. No, the unconscious needs blossoming with particular insight light, and that particular insight light, the unconscious could receive that or not, and if it doesn't receive it, it's missing out on a particular type of wholeness, because the particular type of wholeness here is seeing how what's up to date modernly going towards wholeness God, not accurately any context of false representation going away from it. Who am I sponsoring? A video game controller, because that's all we are, right? We're just a video game controller. So and there's another paradox here. We're always alone, but we're never alone. That's a casual fun paradox. We're never alone because the spirits are always passing by, because all is self in different ways, We're all a part of the gods, but we're individuated from the gods, as are the gods are all a part of God, but they're individuated from God. We're like a different circuit offspring of that, And now we're creating a particular context of a new field, of a new circuit, of just new creations and new non-creations, whatever the opposite, the metaphysical destruction or whatever, And within that field of the metaphysical destruction, the chaos, the place of chaos of God's universe, he's not necessarily ordering things in just a linear way, But that's not to say that he's not recognizing the linear way. It's just saying like maybe there's like so much reasons and purposes that things are happening that we have no clue why they're happening. Because ultimately, I feel like the simplicity of why everything is happening is how we're treating the universe. And that's what's happening to us as it unfolds long-term throughout our life. Because is there a reason of why all the shit is happening to us in supposedly this precise algorithmic way or not, Is there a reason for that? And the answer could be, yes, there could be multiple different reasons. Before the digital algorithm and the artificial intelligence algorithm, there's a whole different, original spiritual algorithm from the original universe, respectively. So within that, we don't necessarily, we're not necessarily collaborating particularly. And I always do the floss combo and the mouthwash combo. I always do that combo, so I feel clean. Well, obviously, I got to get that final touch, and then after the final touch is get that grill cooking, get it gold sparkles on my teeth and shit, maybe, but not without the digital shit. And then if any replication does happen, I'm just saying as it is, neutrally, the fucking, the organic realm, the original one, it's already doing that in such a different way. So people, obviously I'm aware and I'm mindful that this could be subject for misinterpretation, obviously. So it's up to the explainer to hold the field and uphold its principles, hold the field from those principles with those challenges, and obviously practice what they preach, like have more mastery over the insights of what they're professing. And possibly the last piece is possibly have some type of balanced collaboration. That's the final trick right there. And I've been thinking out loud, for who knows, that doesn't necessarily even matter. I'm just saying, I'm trying to solve some real shit. That's the difference between me and whatever the fuck you define as a fucking leader. So my battery's running low. So I got to be mindful of the battery, and my phone 8%. Wow, and that's not bad. That's not bad. So and my phone be tweaking hella, like. Ooh, this one's hitting. This one fucking phase. Ooh, that Ameri Jolly Pop shit. So it's that Ameri Jolly Pop shit. I can't stop it. Yo, I recognize anything that's toxic, paradoxical. I be clocking, walking that walk again. Paradoxically, cockadoodle. Don't be doxing me. God equalize every doxing. Oh, I'm a oxen. Yo, I be hot boxing my. I be moxing this audio format, digital audio wear stations. I be dying. I be, coming like that old werewolf TV show in the 90s, like Mr. Dawson. Okay, and, but we're in an in-between phase. Wow, I can't believe I just said that. There used to be a TV show in the 90s. I think it was called a Teenage Werewolf Lost in Paradise or something like that. And shout out to everybody who's like, hungry in this new age. Like, there was that hunger for motivation, ambition. It was always there. It's just the energies, and it's not necessarily the energies remaxed. It's just being met and matched in a different time age, because the ambition was always there, the hunger was always there, and it's how you do it. You could be ambitious and you could still be original and you could still be hygienic. That's the difference between my fucking energy in the project. Is that shit right there. Woo. So just to conclude this up, I had a different thought I wanted to bring up, but the main thought when I was walking, because the walking really downloads it all the more so, and that's up to you to kind of work out your own kinks with what you have, because the health and the hygiene path, it's paradoxically, it needs some type of sovereignty, because the sovereignty and the liberty is the window, the neutral fucking window itself for you to do what you fucking could do, respectively. And I don't mean to be a record like that. But, we're in an in-between phase before Aries new moon and the conclusion of Pisces season. It's kind of like, even if the solar eclipse wasn't happening, this phase window or whatever it still has an energy similarity of the solar eclipse. Something is in disarray, you know. Two different poles are concluding and reopening to have a different type of fusion. It's a different context of a solar eclipse. So this matches evenly with the fucking solar eclipse that's going to happen right now. Because what is the solar eclipse? It's two initial object energy objects that are having their own punctualization within their own alignment field, within their own sphere vector spaces of how they have a unique charge and a unique alignment, on how there's just a particular fusion in the space field, and within that particular fusion, that's hitting the Earth in a certain way upon the ecliptical equator sphere, and within that we're rising with that, and it's in a certain constellation of the different contexts of the Admin Cadman body, the first house, the masculine Admin Cadman body, the feminine Admin Cadman body. The feminine just being Sophia. The solar eclipse is happening on the crown of Sophia in one context, because oh, my bad. Oh, you didn't hear that. In and out. Oh! But, so, like, it's happening in, yeah, so the body has its own intelligence, so I'm not just me, you know? I'm a new person with the soul, and then all the whole play, which is everything, is in between the individual soul and God. And my phone be tweaking like a muh. 6%. Yeah, so I'm gonna, and like I don't know if my memory's like okay. So like the solar eclipse, it's happening within the crown of the solar system container we're in. The solar system container, that's Sophia in one context, and it's happening on her crown. So different charge aspects are happening, and there's a grand reset. But within this grand reset, it's just an accumulation of all the other creations that were, and it's just a new rendition pretty much. Because it's simultaneously a remix, and it's not, because you're a new thing, but we're still using the previous materials and energies and objects and subjects from the prior fucking codes thousands and hundreds of years ago, before you even could conceive what you call coding today and your profession and your career today. So the best solar eclipse video, the best intuitive solar eclipse video for the month or whatever. And yeah, so we could have a chance to collaborate with so I do a lot of running, so I'm like picking up like particles, leaf particles and shit, you know, bush particles. People be smoking cigs out in this bitch. Cig particles, that's not fun. You gotta dodge the cig particles. You gotta dodge. It's like watch, you know. But so within the start of the new moon, we could, with some miracle and some grace, we could be energetically and mentally possibly sure on what we could be doing and where we're going, perhaps with some neutral fucking miracle of energies and insights that could get passed and dawned upon our unconscious bodies, so we can have the necessary balance coming and a positive out of negative transition, shift transition, to actually sustain the fucking feel good energy. You have the best life ever, and please forgive me.